He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
Whosoever hears this audio, if they be worthy, shall possess the insight, human, and superhuman abilities of the world's mightiest metahumans. Accompanying this journey of high-quality nerd commentary, you got my son Colton, aka Pizza Parker. Talk to the people.
Super Colton, aka my mom was in the Amazon with this nigga when she died researching spiders in the Amazon. Real talk.
That's how she died.
That's how she died, man.
We also have the greatest engineer in all of the Sony Spider-Verse. Know what I mean? My nigga Gas. And you know who it is? Your boy Dennis, aka Old Dirty Dennis, aka Ezekiel, nigga, aka Den Parker. Because you know when you take on the responsibility, great power will come.
He said come.
AKA Monsieur Web. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get visions of the pod. You feel me? Yo, welcome to another issue of the Mighty Metahumans podcast, bro. How you feeling?
Man, I got some complaining to do? Dude.
We gotta talk about old men yell at the cloud.
Yo, I got some complaining to do? And here's the thing, right? Before I get into complain mode, I will put a disclaimer out.
What's up?
In no shape or form am I gonna hate on the actors in this movie.
True.
Like,
true.
You're gonna hear me say that there's bad performances and bad line delivery and bad lines, but know that when I'm saying that, I'm solely looking at the editors, director, writers, producers, Sony, whoever test screened this movie and was like, this is fine. We can put this out. Like, there's a lot of other people to blame besides the actors in this situation. But I will say, they will get a little bit of hate for being in such a crazy, terrible thing.
So to frame it for you guys, before we get to the movie, because we're going to talk.
Just
about
give
the
a little quick,
I just want y'all to know, it's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah, that's a while, and we're not doing like a full breakdown.
Yeah,
but
it's been a while since we've done this, and what I'm specifically talking about is the last time we brought this specific topic up. It was leading up to Spider-Man No Way Home. And what I'm talking about is the SVU, the Spider-Man Victims Unit. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Oh, shit. The SVU is back,
We're
yo.
back. We're fucking back.
You got to do it.
What I mean? And this time, Spider-Man is the victim. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why they keep putting movies like this on this nigga's jacket? You know what I mean? So we can introduce it now. We are going to be talking about Madam Web. Now, if you're listening to this, there's a good chance you've seen our reviews on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitter.
I got Letterboxd,
so
my shit's on Letterboxd.
You know how we feel. But if you don't know how we feel,
let's save you. Let's save you right now, I mean? Right?
So, all right. So one last thing about me kind of giving grace, because after this, I got no more. I enjoyed the Venom movies. I did. I thought they were like passable. At least they were like 6s. Like if Sony stuck.
We wilding on Sony.
Yeah.
I love that. This is a good episode.
So if they stuck to like just being like the movie company that does superhero 6 based film, like it's like a 6 out of 10, they're okay in my book. You know what I mean? It's not like I know what I'm going to get when I go see a Sony film. Then it's like I get my popcorn, nigga. We just gonna turn our brains off and just enjoy this movie. And it's cool.
I'll even say I'll add Morbius to that.
Yes, I watched it at home, so I might have a little bias because I did not spend money to see this.
Me too.
So maybe my rating would be a little different if I had to leave the house and commute somewhere to see this film. But at home,
let's continue on the grace path, right? If I had to rate the top 3 Sony movies that come out so far, it would be first Venom.
Okay.
Clear number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all might be shocked. Morbius number 2.
Wow, okay.
And number 3 is the next Venom, right?
Okay.
Now, are those movies good? The first Venom is good.
I thought it was really
right. Good. Morbius is fun.
It's fun. He morbed. He promised us some morbid, and he morbed.
It is weird and bad without I feel like Venom got away without having Spider-Man, where Morbius can't get away without having Spider-Man.
Right.
And then them trying to make him like a Venom guy is also diminishing like his role, like in
Right.
that weird universe already. The Venom 3 movie was mad quick. The pacing was everywhere.
Yeah.
I Everyone praises Eddie Brock and Venom in that movie, and it makes sense. We also kind of praise Carnage a little bit,
I
but it's
like
still
Carnage in
like
that.
the movie wasn't good.
It was quickly paced.
It
was really
even
quickly
wasn't
paced.
like I don't even consider like a lot of that movie fun. I consider a lot of that movie crazy shit happening and Tyrese acting way too seriously, like taking his role way too seriously. And I love that shit because I was like, he's the only nigga that's dead ass serious right now.
Yo,
Besides like Tom Hardy. But like that movie wasn't that great. But that's the top three.
that's the
I'll
grace.
give them the 3 fun graces. That's the
Right.
graces for the
So
Sony.
that's why I had to give flowers after, because honestly, after that we get this, and honestly, this was DOA, like dead on arrival, my nigga. Like when they just even hinted at the idea of a Madam Web movie,
Everyone was like,
everyone was like,
why?
"But why?
No,
Like why would
we don't want that.
we? Is like why would we even need this? Like what would she do for a whole movie?
I don't think anybody like needs it in like any type of
No,
capacity,
like it serves no
especially
purpose.
in like a no Spider-Man capacity. You get what I'm saying?
It serves absolutely no purpose, bro. So we're sitting there like, okay, clearly they're just desperate to keep the IP. They need to keep
Mhm.
Spider-Man, and according to their contract or whatever, they have to put out X number of films, or it reverts back to Marvel, and they gonna go crazy with that, being able to use that with like X-Men and all that other shit that they got going on. They're like, no. And what blows my mind about this, even though like even me saying this right now, it kind of makes sense in a way, it still blows my mind. You can have a company, and there are people that don't really like the Toby movies, but to me the Toby movies are still good movies.
I don't know why people don't like them. They're
There's some people who don't like
the best ones.
but yeah,
But
but
okay.
okay, but those were good. The Andrew movies, you're on, some people are on the fence, you know what I mean?
They're pretty good.
Some like it, some don't. It's cool. The Miles movies are fucking fantastic.
Mhm.
So it's not like Sony can't make Spider-Man content. But then once they leave Spider-Man to the villains, they just fall a fucking apart.
Yeah.
Like they just have no idea what they're doing once Spider-Man's not in it anymore. Like it just it blows. It reminds me of like DC with like animated content, and then you come to the live action, is like, what happened? Like, why can't you just translate that? Like it's literally right there. Like you did like 30 fucking animated films.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because they're fucking laundering money. That's legit what's fucking happening right now. I'm gonna call a spade, right? Like most big companies are big companies because they sell multiple different things, right?
Right.
Sony is an electronic company. They have the gaming system, they have like different IPs that also like go fucking crazy. Also, they get a lot of like fucking residual superhero sales from the Marvel and the DC, like even just like the superhero genre being big. Where I say they're stealing money is like y'all are doing something to keep an IP, right? But like there's no effort behind it for like y'all started off with effort, and then I feel like y'all realize like we're in last place of the entire like market. So we can just do whatever to keep these IPs. And I really think it's legit on some like we have to spend this much money to meet this deadline or to get this much taxes. Yo, make a Madam Web movie, make a Craven movie, make like this movie. We're also gonna have a Sinister Six universe at some point. Because for now, like we gotta put those out because I'm sure there's other Sony pictures that's not like superhero related
Yeah.
that's doing good. So again, they're fucking robbing people right
They are.
now. Like
I feel
high key.
I feel like what they're doing is, if we make this movie, and let's say this movie costs us 80 million, which it does, and we make, I don't know, 30 million, the loss that we took on this movie, the $50 million loss, is cool because the next Spider-Man movie is going to eat that loss anyway. Like it's going to balance itself out because Miles is going to do like a Billy.
And not only
So
that,
50 mil is cool.
I even think in their mind they're on some shit like And niggas is gonna be a little funny because the internet really runs everything. I think niggas also like in marketing are like on some like, yo, bro, we can make this meme movie and we can get like so many memes out of it that residually down the line, like we'll make the bread back somehow. And like they kind of did it with Morbius, and like where it's like they didn't lose money, they didn't make too much. Now I think they went even or some shit,
Yeah.
like but I think they're really banking on like because again, I will say every time I've said that this movie's bad, the response is, "Damn, I want it to be good. I'll wait till it gets on streaming," and that's giving them a kind of a guaranteed watch. So I think it's really niggas stealing money, like high key, legit stealing money from better ideas and better like because even within the realm of the things that they did, you could have researched better, you could have
Yes.
written better, like you could
Obviously.
like this feels AI generated, dude.
Because honestly, when I found out the movie cost $80 million and then I saw the movie and then I left, I thought of all the different things you could just do with like $80 million. Like Sony could have like invested in like STEM programs for kids, nigga. Like we could have like you could have like literally ran a lottery and paid people's rent for like a month. Like,
Bro,
$80 million.
they
like,
could have
like
take
like,
that $80 million.
you could have helped us launch Dennis Plus, nigga. Like
Even beyond that, they could have took that $80 million, invested it into a bunch of small creators with like crazy big ideas and like real quality, unique shit. Have them make like short films, turn that short film into a feature length film, have that feature length film put in film festivals where it will win mad shit, and then put it in theaters where niggas would watch it. And there's a bunch of actual creators getting shine and getting in it. You could have done amazing things for Hollywood.
You could have taken like how many insomnia cookies? You could have got like 6 insomnia cookies for that, bro. Like them shits is expensive. They good as fuck, but they expensive.
Gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Insomnia cookies,
nigga could have got a whole meal at Five Guys and burgers and fries.
You could have probably got like some extra fries or something.
Dead ass. They would have filled your bag up crazy with the fries.
You would probably still have like an extra 500K or something left. Like you'd have been all right.
Nigga would have been able to buy unlimited Metro cards.
Yeah, like you'd have been like at least one.
Like, at least one. Maybe half of one.
You could have got like a week pass.
Like a 4-day maybe.
Yeah, like like easy. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing after I left the theaters, not even after I left, because I was in the theaters, I was sitting there because clearly my brain had shut off like watching this movie for a while. Like, how do these writers keep getting work? These specific writers. And I made sure I made a mental note while I was watching this film. I need to find out who these niggas are once I leave this theater. So I want to make sure that these niggas' names are on display for everyone.
No, they need to hear this.
I need y'all to know who these people. I need names attached to these failures, bro. Like I need people to know who was a part of this. So Matt Sazama and Burke Sharpless. I just want y'all to know, like, niggas is on to you now, bro. Like, I don't know if you a part of Temu too, nigga, and you scamming on the low, but bro, this is how I was mad. After I found these niggas' names, I'm just taking y'all through my mind state after I left Tangled Web. I'm now getting ready to take the train back to Brooklyn. You know what I mean? This is what's on my mind.
Nigga was on a train using his Danny Phantom powers.
Yeah, like
figure out who all the writers are.
I need to know. I need answers, nigga. So after I got these niggas' names, I was like, okay, these niggas are writers. I need to know what else these niggas wrote. So I got the list of the movies. And not only did I get the list of the movies, I got the Rotten Tomatoes score with the movies. I'm going to run that off to y'all. I don't want y'all to sit and just think about that for a second.
I'm going to do a little edit and throw them shits up.
Power Rangers, the reboot, was 51%. Morbius was 15%. Madam Web, 13%. Gods of Egypt, 14%. The Last Witch Hunter, 18%. Dracula Untold, 25%.
I'm not gonna lie. We should have sent that nigga to jail when he made Gods of Egypt. Cause I remember like the trailers for Gods of Egypt and all the white people he picked to be the Gods of Egypt. And I remember the outrage for it.
I remember that.
And then I remember it flopping critically because of how like fucking ass it was beyond that. And like We should have been knew he was a war criminal.
Bro,
Like
these niggas, if you take out Power Rangers, right? Just Power Rangers alone. These niggas is averaging. No, we're gonna keep it in there.
Dark side meme pulling Superman back. No, Power Rangers. You got to sit right there.
The point.
You in the front though.
I'm just giving an example that if you take that aside, these niggas out of all the movies that I just listed are averaging between 13 to 25% on their movies, bro. And they continue to get budgets for these films. How? That means you got lucky once. That means you are literally one was and the other was Power Rangers, nigga. Like that's literally what fucking happened, nigga. Like, are you serious? 13%, 13 to 25% is where your movies lie. How are you allowed to make movies? There's no other profession. I know he wants to say something, but it was on my mind on the train, nigga. Like, there's no other profession in the world where you can average like a 13% and you're considered successful. Nigga, if you score 13% in the NBA, nigga, you are on the bench. If you are a doctor and you have a 13% chance of making it with
survival
this nigga,
rate? Yeah, nah, nigga.
Bro,
you're gonna get fired.
Like,
you're gonna take your fucking license from me, bro.
no
You're legit a mad scientist. You're killing people. Like, no. If you have a 13%, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this right now. There might be a doctor here that has like a 13% survival rate or a surgeon.
What?
You are killing people.
Bro.
Like, at this point, you got to do something
bro,
else. Bro,
if you're a lawyer and only 13% of your clients get off, you are a failure at your job.
I know a lawyer like that. Shit is crazy. Life is crazy.
You need to go to Sony, nigga. Like,
yo, he will be way more successful over there. Hey, probably losing fucking lawsuits and making bread. Like, okay,
it don't make no sense to me.
What I want to just say about this movie, that my problem with this movie is that fundamentally, and like, I feel like this movie doesn't know what it wants to do. I feel like they gave them an outline of this is my vision of like the room of people who are like gonna make Madam Web.
Set the scene.
Sony executive, y'all gotta make Madam Web. Here's an outline, here's some comics, whatever. They walk out, right? 80 million. They walk out. Pop bottles, nigga. We gonna pop bottles over the comic books. Oh shit, we spilled it on the comic books. We don't gotta read them shits. It don't matter.
This is a superhero movie.
Go on Wikipedia. Look up Madam Web. One nigga was like, I watch the cartoons. Nigga, she can see all dimensions, dude. She's all knowing. They was like, all right, bet. Omnipotence. We can't do that. We only got $80 million. The CGI is not gonna allow us to do that. What's the next thing we can do? You ever seen Danny Phantom? Perfect. All right. What else? She got visions, dude. Like, she just see visions of the future.
At some point, she loses her vision. So,
she's blind.
With visions.
No, they're saying, but the nigga who's seen the cartoon. She's blind though. We can't have that. We need a hot shorty. We need hot shorties. We just need hot shorties.
You gotta sell.
Honestly,
you gotta sell sex. So
let's be honest.
Fine. In this room,
what if we, and then the director and the writer, they both sit back at the same time like this, and they go, "What if we?" And then they're saying the sentence simultaneously because they're a symbiotic mind at this point. At some point, they're like, "What if we forget to Spider-Woman in the Spider-Woman movie?" And they was like, "We're listening."
How much money do we save? We could cut off 20 mil.
Yo,
nice.
listen.
Nice. Do that.
Listen.
Nice.
What if we only shoot? What if we spend 5 minutes of footage of them doing Spider-Woman shit and we make it blurry as fuck, right? So like, and it's a shorty looking at it.
And the other exec is like, I like that idea. Now, what if when we do that, now we don't have to hire a choreography team, so we don't have to spend money on these.
That sounds
because there's no fighting. There's no fighting.
Let's expound on that, right?
Nice.
Let's expound on that.
Uh-huh.
What if they don't fight like that? What if they do like one or two actions?
I love it.
Each.
Perfect.
In the suits. What if we spend more time taking pictures with the paparazzi of them in the suits than we do actually putting them in the fucking movie in the suit?
And they have the accountant next to them, and he's just like, "You just saved.
You saving so much money.
You saved like $5 million just now."
And then somebody's like, I know how to save more money, y'all. Somebody's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What if Madam Web isn't Madam Web? And niggas was like, whoa. Nigga just typing.
What?
We just saved 40 million, y'all.
What?
We just saved 40 million, y'all.
We up to like 65.
Somebody keep going. Somebody keep going. And then the last nigga goes, I got the perfect idea. The Ezekiel nigga, spider totems, nah. He just gonna steal a spider, nigga. In the Amazon. What if the mom dies?
In the Amazon.
In the Amazon while she's with him.
And we get a shaky camera and dress some people up to climb trees.
You ever seen The Office?
I mean, if they climb trees.
Let's do The Office shot.
And it's like there's spiders. You know, it connects the spider in the jar to the people because they're not in New York. And obviously, if it's a forest, it's indigenous, and they're what if in Peru there's spider people?
You're cooking. I think I like that.
There's spider people in Peru. We'll dress them up in red. You know what I mean? Like some DIY carnage, just kind of like call
they
back.
Got wires.
You know, they like the Carnage movie. They did like the Venom movie. So call back. They're in the wires. We don't know where they got but they have the wires.
Yo, stop talking. That's all we need. That's all we need.
We don't need it.
That is all we need. We're gonna
That's
cut
90
that.
minutes.
Let's
That's
continue
literally
going.
90 minutes. We don't
we
need
have most of the movie. What's the last part? All right. Ezekiel. He is sleeping. He has a dream. Girls kill me. Fuck. What are these teenage girls doing trying to kill me in my dream? I'ma kill them.
Perfect. Revenge plot.
He has a flawless.
He has a motive.
I got one more thing. Let's save more bread. What if he never talks the entire movie, but he does? What if we do the worst audio dubbing of all time? What if his mouth never moves?
I'm pretty sure we can get a voice actor real cheap, and now we could cut his salary in half because he's not acting. He's just moving.
I got a better idea. He just signed the contract to get his AI likeness and voice out.
We fucking got it.
We don't even have to. I can do his voice.
I feel like this is an Ezekiel voice.
Yeah,
what do you guys think? You guys think this is good? This is good?
You have to save money. I got all the cameras in the world. What if he has all the cameras in the world, but he can't find these girls?
What if he just has every camera in the world?
Somebody gets up. Fuck, we didn't pick a time frame. What year is it?
It's like it's 2000s. Just
Beyonce, Britney Spears.
Nice.
That's it. That's all we need.
That sells it.
Yellow Taxi.
That sells
Old school Yellow Taxi.
That sells it. It's perfect.
And then somebody just says out loud, but what about Spider-Man?
Jesus.
He must be new.
Why would we put Spider-Man in a Spider-Man? What do you hear?
He's like, nah, he just goes, I'm the MCU rep. Oh, fuck. We're going to put Ben Parker in the movie.
Young Ben, and he
has a sister.
And he's about to date Aunt May. Young, though.
Okay.
Young.
So we're following this. And he has a sister.
So she isn't Aunt May yet. She's just May.
She's not even a Parker.
And hold on, sister. Pull it back. Take it back. The sister's pregnant.
And then the Marvel rep's like, God damn it, I gotta leave. You did it. You guys did it. Kevin Feige told me you guys wouldn't fucking do it. I didn't believe it. And you guys fucking did it.
Nailed it.
You know what?
Nailed it.
How much did that save? $5 million? All right, I'm out of here. Put the movie out now.
Just put it out.
Yo, high key,
bro.
Outside of all the jokes and shenanigans, it's still gonna be more jokes and shenanigans. But God. Like, this felt like they had the rights to make a Madam Web movie, and they said, "Fuck that. What if we didn't?"
They were like, no one tells me what. They're like Wolverine. No one tells me what to do.
I go where I want. And then, but hold on. After they did that, they turned around to each other and said, "Okay, so who the fuck is Madam Web?"
Exactly.
Like, all right, so we got to figure this out because, like, we got paid $80 million.
I feel like they literally went to the office like, "Yo, what if?" Because I know we have to keep the rights. We do. And like, Matt looks at his phone and he's just like, Madam Web. What if we do a Madam Web movie? And the execs are like, these niggas know comics. Who the fuck is Madam Web?
Then they go like, then he goes, She can see the future.
Sure. And they're just like, holy shit, you don't have to spend money on that. Like, that's not CGI. We can.
There was absolutely. They said, oh, but there is like one CGI part where like they're like all in trouble and she has to help them.
She's like splits.
And her
like,
body, it's
like
just light
astral-
projections. It's light.
like
So they're
astral-
like, ooh, that's green screen action.
how much would that cost? And they talk to the accountant. He's like, oh, we could do that for about $500K. Nice.
You got it. You guys
80 mil.
make that.
Wire to you. Make it happen. Guys.
He was like, fuck, no one's gonna come with a better idea. And then the next guy came in, he dropped his briefcase, and he goes, allow me to introduce you to Kraven the Hunter. I said, God damn it. This guy's good. They're stealing money, y'all. They're out there.
And then the execs leave, and they're just like, all right, so who's Madam Web?
So
they gave us 80 mil, like, now we got to figure this shit out. Like, we got to put this shit together.
Madam Web? And then, like, they just start reading Wikipedia articles. And I feel like they didn't read the articles. They just skimmed to the powers. And they didn't even read, like, where the powers is from. No. They just started reading out powers. They was just like, she can see the future. So then, and then they got to the end. Hold on. They shot 90% of the movie. And then they got to the end. And then and then the fucking assistant pulls up to Max and the other nigga. He goes, I got bad news, y'all. It's like, what? She's blind. What? She's blind? Madam Web is blind?
Before any of that even happens, these niggas are like looking on Google and they're like, Madam Web. They're looking through all the Spider-Man chicks and they're like, oh, she's hot. They get to Madam Web and it's like, whoa, she's old.
Who's this
in a chair?
Fucking lady in a chair?
This is what they gave us the money to make? Nah, I can't do this. Find a hot chick. So now they're Googling Dakota Manning. She's hot. Maybe she can pull it off. I don't know if she's free. We give her like 2 mil, 2, 3 mil.
We don't even know what she wants to do.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, she wants to
doing? Man, get all the hot chicks, dude.
Just call them. We're going to put them in suits for like 2 seconds just so we can see what they look like in suits and then put the movie out.
Then we're gonna put a guy on a roof with a fucking flip phone, with a flip camera phone, and he's gonna take pictures. Yes. And he's gonna post it on his burner account.
Yes.
We're going to go crazy,
on top of that, we could save a little bit more money if we just use, because we already have the rights, because it's ours. We're going to take some of the Spider-Man swinging footage. We're going to put that shit in this, and it's going to be like, whoa, callback to Spider-Man. But at the same time, is it a callback? Because at the same time period, this nigga was just born, but he's also Spider-Man at 19. Whoa, mind blown. But at the same time, we don't got to answer these niggas.
We don't got to answer nothing. We just made money. Bro, we just made $70 million, bro. We just made a $10 million movie and no one cares. Like, they legit got away with a $10 million movie and got away with it.
Honestly, what happens in a movie that costs 80 mil, bro?
There's a part where Shorty is running to the car that's at the edge of the bridge and she opens the door and then the camera switches to another perspective and she's already in the car.
Yeah.
And it was just like, in my mind, I'm just like, no. No. Yeah. No. I'm only saying no because $80 million. No.
It doesn't make any sense. Nothing in this movie costs $80 million.
Edited, like, I will say though, they did some real creative shit with Ezekiel when he was doing his spider shit and they would switch the camera to like his perspective. But you're stealing money by doing that because that's like a low budget type of thing that niggas do.
You can still get away with that.
You can get away with that with less money. So I'm just saying, y'all stole a lot of bread. The movie didn't make sense. The action did not like really action. It was,
you know what it is? It's like when you watch a bad movie, there's still entertaining parts of the movie where it's just like, so, you know, the acting was bad, but like, you know, the story was hilarious. Or the story was bad, but the action was good. This didn't have any of those.
It has nothing. It's no real redeeming.
It had nothing.
It's a bunch of awkward, weird scenes. Like, why were they dancing on the table like that? Like, why they even get on the table to dance while niggas is just eating lunch? Like, I feel like even as like a high school nigga, like if a bunch of shorties did that while I'm eating a burger, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Anyway, why did she steal a car?
Oh my god!
And
you're
like
up to the part that bothered me.
Steal a car, drive it around the city, mad crazy, get mad people hurt, park it in the woods, drop 3 girls off who are trying to get murdered by some Spider-Man, and then leave them
So
in the
let's
woods
let's
for
let's
like
cons-
3 hours.
let's continue with some of that. What bothered me in the theater, because aside from bad action and all that stuff and the terrible bad writing, is the plots made no sense. So let's talk about 2002 for a second. Let's just think about this, because this is after 9/11, obviously. So TSA is totally different.
Security
now.
is crazy
It's
right now.
wilding. She was already reported, because this happened in the subway when she grabbed the
As a
girls to begin
kidnapper,
with,
yeah.
as a kidnapper. So she's on the news. Picture kidnapper. That's how Ezekiel was able to figure out who the fuck she was when she got the kids away the first time. So her face is plastered everywhere. How the fuck was she able to get on a plane?
She was
an
moving
international
so
plane.
smoothly. Even before that, nigga, she left them in the woods for 3 hours, which is already like, what are you
Insane.
doing, right? And went to the crib. Like
crib.
normal, got in, chill with her cat, talked to people, called people, met
Still was
people,
able to leave and
then
come back
then came
in the
back
stolen car.
in the stolen car, seen the shorties was missing, go, oh, what the fuck, teenage girls, like
Whimsical
what the
kids.
fuck are they doing,
Ah.
right? Gets in her car, like here's toxic. Also, here's another thing. This is one of the worst audio mixes in a movie. I've probably said that earlier, but this is one of the worst audio mixes in a movie I've ever heard. They're playing Toxic and it's distorted, but then they're also playing the music score, but then they're also playing like all the crazy action noises that's happening at the same time.
All at the same
And
volume, nigga.
It's all at the same volume. It's not mixed properly. Like she crashes, like she first goes in there regular, tell him to get off the fucking table, normal shit. Spider-Man comes in there, starts smoking everybody, stabs her up. She dies. She wakes back up in the spot, like when she went to go see the girls was missing. Here's the song on the radio. It's like, I gotta do this over. I guess it's my power. I could rewind time also. They don't really explain it. They just be like,
No.
she could see the
It's
future.
just like, roll with it. Roll with it.
She not only can she see the future, but she can like experience it and go through it, and then I guess go back, right? Cool.
Sure. Okay.
That's her power. She can just be anywhere in dimensions and through time and space. Fine, right? Her second plan is, and this is the most insane plan to me. Like, because in my mind, I'm just like, you're already a kidnapper. You already have a stolen V. You already have
For hours.
the
She's had
3 girls are in this spot. While yes, I get it. This nigga is Spider-Man with like spider powers. She crashes her fucking whip into the diner, into this nigga, tells the shorties to get in, and then drives off and is now on like this mad dash chase away from the nigga. But like, nigga, do no police care about nothing?
Nobody.
There's no
I
like.
swear, the last time we saw the cops is when he fucked them up on the MTA in the subway, and they were just like, "Oh, that's
Hey,
get up,
that happens.
hey."
I guess this is
Pick it
real
up.
NYPD action, man. I
Yeah,
guess
like
so.
they were just like, "Yo, like, what do you want us to do?" Like,
And then
that's your
like
problem.
even before that, there's another scene where like she basically just teaches them CPR for mad long. It's
For
like
no
a
reason.
5-minute montage of
Yeah.
her teaching them CPR, like just straight through. It's no like with just a
No
bunch of cheesy
explanation.
dialogue, no real explanation. They're arguing and then they're not arguing. Here's another thing about just the dialogue in general. The dialogue was just like so horribly written. And you could tell they was trying to be funny, trying to be quippy, trying to like, I guess, appeal to the times, appeal to teenagers and emotions and shit. And just none of it worked. Absolutely none of it worked. Just that like the dynamic of the 3 of them and like how they were just all kind of assholes to each other, and like only Sydney Sweeney was kind of wasn't an asshole. But then
Also,
she was mad controlling and annoying.
I also
then-
like the fact that how they brought up the reason why they're all connected is because they all have like some sort of like parental trauma.
Crazy parental trauma.
The fact that the it just felt like the writing team was like, well, we don't actually have to hire a family for these guys because we could just say they're all on a trip. Everyone's fucking parents.
Everyone's family was either gone or deported. That one like kind of threw me.
I was like, whoa,
for a loop. Cause like I was like, y'all got the Spanish girl to be like, yeah, my family got deported. Like,
so I'm just kind of here.
I gotta lie. And then she
18
was like, "Oh
and
yeah,
I
you flipped
leave.
me off when I was driving."
Yeah.
And then the other girl was like, "You said the flip me off while you was driving one." I was like, "Y'all reached. Y'all reached. That's not really even. That's Destiny, I guess, but that's like a fade ass, like small ass Destiny shit. But whatever.
Really? Really?
Another thing, you're at a baby shower. There's an icebreaker happening.
Shout out to Mike Epps getting money. Go ahead.
There's an icebreaker happening. I guess everyone's being like, "Oh, so what do you think? Like, what is what it
Fucking nigga.
what do you think?" Right? Oh, is it the name of the baby?
Yes, like because they're doing like the they do the
Baby
balloon
shower,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was part of the
She's
reason why
like,
they had
"Yeah.
the
So what's the
barbecue
name?
shit.
What you think the name of the baby is?" Right?
Someone was like
Steven. So they're saying
No.
names, and then they
No,
ask her,
gosh,
right?
golly.
She says whatever name, and she goes, "Nah." She goes, "Ben," right? She goes, "Nah," right? It rewinds. For some reason, even though she says out loud, like, "Yo, this happened before," right? You would think, like, because, like, oh shit, maybe I got deja vu or whatever. She just starts talking about her dead mother, like, just in front of everybody. Like, and I don't know, like, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if the person who wrote this knows what social cues are. Like, because I feel like that this was written by a team of people that don't understand social cues. Because, like, it was a lot of dialogue in there, like, that I felt like it 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 just zapped the energy out of the actors as the movie was going on. Like the nigga Adam Scott who plays Ben Parker, in the beginning, he started off enthusiastic. Towards the end, he started acting like the main shorty, Madam Web. Like he just didn't give a fuck no more. You could tell like he was just like, all right,
Like,
I guess
yo,
if this is the energy everybody giving, this is the energy.
when
I'm
does
gonna give.
Severance start back?
Yo,
Like-
bro, I'm gonna be real. Even Emma Roberts as I guess Peter's mother. What the fuck? She was there for no reason. Like she
Why'd they
was
hire
like
these
she
niggas?
got pregnant. She was started giving birth, and then there was no mention of it.
Not important
after it.
anymore.
They was like rushing her to the hospital. Nigga
Who
was
cares
trying
if
to
they
kill
made it?
them. They made it. No
We don't know.
mention.
Yeah,
We
fuck
don't know the baby name. We don't know shit. Also, they did 90% of the movie and then was like, damn, this hot lady do got to be blonde, don't she? And then, like, when she hits the water after the heroic time travel powers that she
So
got.
before he wraps up on that part, I just want to bring
Yeah.
something up that happened right before then.
Mhm.
Third eye open for a second. I'm giving them too much credit, but this is kind of fire when you think about it. When she went to the barbecue and she was outside with Mike Epps, that nigga, she wanted alcohol. And they gave her what? A Pepsi. Now, when she goes and she's fighting Ezekiel, what does she use to kill that nigga? The S in the Pepsi, nigga.
I'm gonna be real.
S Spider-Man.
Or this is
uh,
the longest, worst commercial we've ever seen.
Yo, Pepsi
in
paid
our
money,
life.
bro. They paid money. Because you know what? Pepsi did reveal the suits. It was
Yeah.
on the Pepsi cans.
Yeah. And then we didn't see them shits for like only 2 minutes. Anyway, fell into the water. They was like, damn, we gotta make this hot lady blonde, don't we? And a random meteor.
It was
The
it was
only
one of
thing
the
I can
signs.
explain-
It was the signs.
It wasn't the
It
sign.
was the signs.
The only way I can explain
But
it
she
was
kept looking at it. He's like, it's a meteor.
the
nigga.
only way I can explain it, and when you watch it, you'll know exactly what I mean.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Was a random meteor came down and hit the water in such force, it was still on fire.
In the water.
And then hit her in her like
Right in her face.
what
Directly.
looked like one eye. But apparently
And she went blind.
the shit hair in the middle of both eyes perfectly or here's my theory. Before it hit her, it split into 2 perfect circles
It was
and then
able to hit the
turned
eyes.
into fire dust that went
Explode
into
in
her
her- yeah.
pupils that didn't really destroy her entire eyes.
No.
It just destroyed the color in her eyes,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
So they pull her out the water, her face fucked up. She got hit by a meteor, y'all.
That's why I'm telling you it's Pepsi, because they trying to tell niggas the carbonation in Pepsi, my nigga. You're not supposed to be drinking Pepsi, son, because it's gonna turn you blind. And if you want to lack vision, you know, you shouldn't drink Pepsi. You know what I'm saying?
And then we get her Madam Web's "Come to Me, My X-Men"
Oh
moment.
my god.
Where she's in a wheelchair.
Why did they dress her up like Bret Hart
with Gucci shades? She got the Gucci shades.
She got the Bret Hart when he used to
Bret
give the
Hart
little kids.
Shades, yeah. She got the Bret Hart shades, and she's in the X-Men wheelchair, and she's just like, "Hey y'all,
you about to sneeze?
The future, stop sneezing." Here's a hey. I'm finna go off for 5 more minutes about this. Bitch, we know you can fucking see and live in the future. That's annoying. Stop that. Yo, bro, you can do this every now and again, and that's fine.
If you see me about to trip and fall, be like, don't walk that way.
You about to drop that. You about to sneeze. You about to... Yo, bro, all right.
You showing off. You showing off.
No, even beyond showing off. I don't care, dude. Like, shut the fuck up, gang. Like, is it life-threatening? No, just let me be a human, dude. Like, what the fuck is happening? And then she goes, then she's just like, they're like, man, we nobodies. They start doing that shit. Cause you know what they gotta do? They gotta get Shorty give a fucking somebody. She said, listen, y'all don't know the future. Y'all future finna be so bright.
Y'all haven't seen the Spider-Man movies.
And then we finally see them be, and I'm saying we finally see with big quotation marks.
Doing a lot of carrying in that
sentence. Them being Spider Women, apparently. So one just got legs, and she's just like, "Ooh, I popped down with my legs," and you're like, "Ooh, she got spider legs. Ooh, that's Spider Woman." And then another one is like, "Ooh, I got fucking electricity webs," and you like, "Ooh, that's also Spider Woman. I love that." And then the last one got a fucking like an Isabel Versado, and I don't know enough about her Spider Girl, but like her just having like a fucking like I don't know, like a circular blade, nigga, like a fucking boomerang or something. Like
it was like Kratos throwing
a
blade
axe, boomerang. Like I don't know. I just remember seeing that and being like, wow. We should have just only got one Spider Woman. Like, and that would have probably been fine if one of them got their powers and like was Spider Woman, and then the rest of them just supported it. But I will
say, the one thing I will say is when you frame it like this, I could kind of understand why Ezekiel was a little upset, nigga. Like, these bitches is playing. It's like the Powerpuff Girls, nigga. It's like
where they get all these extra powers from?
How could she throw up? Nigga, if you saw my vision, nigga, you would have all the cameras I got too.
I'm not gonna
lie. She threw a flying. It was a flying boomerang.
It was a flying circular boomerang, nigga, and the shit kept coming back.
And the other one had electricity.
Electricity whip.
Which is dead.
And then the last one got fucking actual metal spider arms, nigga. We know how that shit works.
I'm killing them. Son.
I played the Spider-Man games, nigga. When you get that Spider-Man beat up,
over.
It's
over, nigga.
No, nigga.
We are killing these girls. We need these girls. I need them gone. I understand his motive. A little bit.
I guess
a little bit.
Say all that to say this shit was ass. This shit was 1 star.
It was 1 out of 5. Ass. It was definitely
1 out of 5 stars. They stealing money. They gotta like them shorties deserve better. Ben Parker deserved better. Emma Roberts deserved better. That shit was ass. It was just bad, all around bad. They don't know who Madam Web is. They gave her Danny Phantom powers randomly. Like, I get that she can move through time and like exist in different spaces, but what the fuck was that when y'all made her exist? Did she legit look like she just put ghost versions of herself next to niggas? And didn't even seem like she really helped him. It looked like she just told him like, "Yo, get up."
And yeah, literally. Because what bothered me most about that scene is like it's supposed to be like, you know, the grand finale or whatever.
Her powers
and
shit.
Like I was talking about earlier, even though we were like more joking than being serious, she went to Peru, literally went to Peru, met these indigenous spider people.
Don't know how she know them.
But how long was she there to learn all these fucking abilities and come back here on TSA who's looking for a kidnapper on a plane? When? How does this happen?
I guess she flew her own plane, bro. I guess they didn't tell us that she could fly her own plane.
How long did this take? And she still, like, she was never exonerated. So she's still a criminal all this time, nigga.
Yeah, technically.
What?
Yeah, that's technically.
The
But
whole
also,
fucking
she can see the
time.
future, nigga, so she can go anywhere she want without getting got. So I guess they just
True.
debunked that one.
That's not-
But I will say the end when it's like the 3 Spider Women and me, Ghost Madam Web, with my red dress and my big ass fucking
Red Hearts.
whimsical Bret Hart red shades. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Why'd y'all do this? No post-credit scene. Thank the
Nothing.
Lord.
I left immediately. As soon as they had that the 4 of them like posed and the screen went black, I was like, whoop.
As soon as it ended, I said, what the fuck is this shit? And
I
went
just
to go
left.
do something else.
No,
And I was
left.
having a bad day, which is hilarious because, like, for some reason, it made my day better. Because I was just like, yo, my day was not as bad as this movie.
Dead ass.
Like, this movie was really fucking bad.
And like I said about the timeline shit, it literally, that's even worse than what Fox does. Like, how could Spider-Man be born in 2002 when the original Spider-Man came out in like 2002 and he was already an adult then at that time? Like, so what time period are y'all covering? Because this movie should have happened in like 94 or some shit.
Maybe they're saying that this is MCU, Peter.
God. They could fucking wish.
They gotta go to hell, honestly, for that whole shit.
It was a terrible movie, y'all. Just to be honest with you, like, I definitely just wanted to talk about it because it's very few times where I could even come in here and like name a part in the movie that I thought was funny. You know what I mean? Even if it was overall a bad, I have nothing for this. Absolutely, this was 100% terrible.
Okay, let me try to think of a part of the movie that I dead ass enjoyed. I dead ass enjoyed randomly seeing Mike Epps.
That's why I
being
said shout
like,
out to just
why
getting
the-
money, son.
Why the fuck is he here?
Yeah, he
And
got at
then
least
it
he got a
was
couple
mad
mil, at least,
hilarious
probably.
because, and I do enjoy it. You know why? Because his line was like, "I'm happy y'all about to kill me."
Yeah.
Like his line was like, "Bitch, get away from my car," and then drives and gets murdered. And then like he got his bread. Yo,
Got him out.
honestly, I really feel like 10 million of that bread went to Mike Epps.
Easy. Because like, what else?
Nah, they gave him like a mil, but like,
what happened in that movie that cost $80 million? That's maybe a $40 million movie. There was not that much CGI in that film.
yeah, bro.
It don't take that
I'm gonna
much to
be
make the
real. They
suits.
pocketed so much money. They stole.
Bro,
It
like
was bad.
nothing happened in that movie that cost.
It just
$80
felt
million.
like a parody movie of something that's supposed to be real.
There's no way that movie cost $80 million, and so does The Creator with Denzel's son. Impossible.
You can call this movie. You can remove any Spider-Man related thing from this movie, and we're giving it a 3 out of 5.
Easy. That's in my notes. We talked about it before we started recording. This is 100% a better movie if it's about this lady who has like foresight and her job is to like help kids because this dude.
Say these kids manifest powers in the future and kill this nigga who also has like some type of power.
Yes,
but he's like some all powerful like being that's lived for mad long, and then
like a Highlander type.
Then you find out that the shorty that can see shit, she's a descendant of the people that he stole the power from. Finds out her mom has something to do. Like her mom did get spiders in the Amazon, and like, yo, it would make so much more sense if it had nothing to do with the Madam Web IP and Spider-Man IP at all. It would be a 3 out of 5 movie.
Yeah.
It would probably be maybe a 2.5 out of 5 movie. But even then, I would be like, this corny ass, campy ass movie is all right. Like at least they're like, I guess, like I feel like trying something within the IP without the main thing makes no sense, especially when there's actually no correlation
and it
to
serves
the
no
thing.
Purpose. It's not even like when you watch the OG Spider-Man, you're just like, damn, I wonder what Ben was like when he was younger. He was barely in the movie. He had a couple lines at best, so he's not even important.
I don't even think that's the Toby Ben.
It's exactly. So it's just like, yo, what purpose does this serve? It serves absolutely no purpose. This does nothing for no one. Because they try so hard to throw in like Spider-Man like lore when they were talking earlier, like Ben and Madam Web when they were like, you know, at the hospital or whatever, and she was just like, "You've never been shot in Queens before?" It was just like, yo, bro, like really? We know
who wrote that.
We know that he dies. We know it's very important to the Spider-Man lore.
I guess she seen the future with that one.
Like Listen,
I guess we was all supposed to giggle.
we're supposed to. I got that line.
Oh,
I got it. I got what they were
because
trying
he got
to
murdered.
because he dies. It was just like, yo, what's the point of this? Like, obviously, I'm a Spider-Man fan. I'm
Also,
sitting in
all
the
the things
theater
we
for
said
Madam Web.
happened actually happened.
Yeah, those weren't
So,
jokes,
like,
by the way. I just want y'all to understand.
while we
the
were
first,
laughing really hard, like
no,
explaining
it
shit,
all
like
happened.
that,
It,
all
everything that we said.
even the scenario of the niggas in the room.
Yes,
like
that-
we
that-
explained the actual plot while
yes,
like.
that-
So
that was
these are
all
real
true.
things.
Yeah, like
1 out of 5 movie.
100% 1 out of 5. Like, it's not. It has nothing redeeming in that movie. Like,
Should give it a half star, but I'm gonna
It-
give it 1.
I'm only giving it a 1 because I enjoyed Dakota Manning's press tour.
Also,
be
it was
honest.
pretty fucking. dope.
When they asked her about the Spider-Man movies like Tom Holland, and she could not name them shits at all.
She
And
said
I was
she-
in my mind, I was just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
the
facts.
Sony execs can't either, so it's
That
fine.
ass.
It's fine.
The Marvel can't hurt you.
Yeah, like it don't
MCU
matter.
Kevin Feige is not looking at this interview.
No, he does not
You
care.
are fine.
You can literally spoil like this movie, and they're just like, that's fine.
All right, that's cool. We knew it wasn't gonna be good regardless. We're stealing money.
Yeah. She could have literally sat in that interview and just been like, so I never wear the suit in the film. Like, I'm in my leather coat, running around Scooby-Doo whimsical, saving these girls. And you see the suit at the end. I
She's
think,
fucking hilarious.
And you can see the zip on the suit because I didn't fully pull it up and they just didn't care.
She said she's seen 4% of Marvel movies. I love her. She's amazing.
And that's it. And no one would care.
Sydney
Like, literally
Sweeney,
no one would care.
they ask her what the movie's gonna be like. Can you describe it in 1 word? She said hot. And she didn't mean hot in like the black way. She meant hot and like sexy. And I said, you know what? You wasn't wrong.
I don't think I would want anyone describing a movie where it's mainly kids in the movie as hot.
Yeah, it's weird. But, I mean, she was talking about the shorties because they're all of age, but like
Yeah, but
even
still.
then, it's still
It's
weird.
still-
Like, yeah, if everyone's sexy, that might mean the movie's ass. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, you didn't explain nothing about the plot.
Nope.
You didn't say fun.
Nope.
Like, yo, you didn't say hilarious.
You
funny.
just said we look good.
We
and it
are.
was just-
We are beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Sydney.
Heard you. You know what? You did explain the plot.
1 out of 5.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, you guys. Y'all deserve better. You didn't get, but at least you got paid.
Honestly,
You got paid, and there you go. You guys got money.
I feel like the nigga that be beating people up at SVU, nigga, that just beat
Yeah,
up all the
Stapler,
criminals,
nigga. Like, I
nigga.
feel like, yeah, we just
I
hold
want
an
to be on
exec.
some
Explain,
stapler shit. No,
explain.
not even explain. Just walk in the spot and punch them in the fucking face. Punch both Max and the other
Stop
niggas.
resisting.
He's gonna
Stop
be like, yo,
resisting.
they be like, yo, Stapler, relax.
Stop.
No, there's no Spider-Man. Fuck.
That was literally.
I don't even have final words. I hate this shit. I don't have a final quote either. You might have the final quote. You got to read the.
Yeah,
the
I
actual quote out.
got you. So as always, this has been another issue of the Mighty Metahumans podcast, providing you with that high quality nerd commentary. Subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend. I mean, we on Patreon. This episode is video. You could check it out. You know what I mean? If you got if you don't have Patreon, sign up. You know what I mean? You can check us out. We look good. You know what I mean? Fro Bros in full effect. You know what I mean? You can find me on all social media sites as Old Dirty Dennis. That's OLDIRTYDENNIS. You can find my cards. I'm gonna make a fuck Sony card or some shit. Maybe y'all can fuck with that before they sue me, so it'll only stay up for about a couple hours. You know what I mean? Art by Den on Etsy. I got digital cards. I might put the fuck Sony cards on the digital joint. You can download it yourself, print as many copies as you want, throw it around town. Digital by Den on Etsy. And again, we got a side podcast. I mean, secret pods. You know what I mean, if you're looking for something serious, we're not gonna be joking about Ben dying. We might talk about death though.
That's
you know
a
what I mean?
fact.
So if you want to tune in for that, they only about 5 to 6 minutes. Secret pods on all podcasting platforms. You can find my son Colton though.
The Colton Show __ on Twitter. The Colton Show on Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. The Colton Show on everywhere else. Instagram, YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere, TikTok, everywhere else you can find a player. My portfolio.thecoltonshow.com for all my photography.
Looking
and
crazy.
videography and stuff. And also thecoltonshow.com. I have a website.
On May's sister gave birth to that nigga. She couldn't say Peter because it was Colton the whole time, Dick.
I'm fucking crying. But yeah.
All right. If you don't have a
Oh yeah.
final quote,
Also, my bad.
go ahead.
The
Go
Night
ahead.
Deviant podcast
Yes.
is
Yes.
coming back. I talked to the Deviant himself.
Mm.
That nigga has been going through a hard time. Apparently, there is some type of sexual holiday where he has to abstain from sex for a month before he can
So he
wild out for
bugging
the
out.
rest
Yeah,
of the
he
year.
bugging out. This
Right?
nigga was down bad.
So he
Okay.
was down horrible. He says he's getting back into the groove of things. He just came from 5 consecutive freak offs. So he might be back in the right mind space. Just saying, the Night Deviant podcast is coming back.
Nice. So he doesn't have the final quote. So I'm going to bless you guys with the final quote. Don't hold this on my jacket at the end of the year for the genies, because this is not my quote. When you take on the responsibility, great power will come.
He said come.
We out.
Not Uncle Ben.
Word.
Actually, Uncle Spider. We out.